got top 16 at the ARG Invitational Philly. What did you play this weekend?
I played Goukis.
Alright, do you want to talk about the deck, or do you just want to get into the profile?
Pretty much the same deck I played at Worlds last week. Kind of test as much for this format. I mean, the only difference is like Horned Jones at 3 here, Ashes at 3, Terraforming's at 3, and there's Summon Sources is legal. So it is pretty similar to my Worlds deck. I played Summon Sorceress, but besides that, not much. I also didn't main Gamma for this event because it sounds bad, but I didn't really think ARG's super competitive. It's like a regional, in my opinion. I mean, I did play a lot of Goukis. Maybe I should have made Gamma, but I just put in the side deck. Didn't think I wanted. Also, I had choose to go first in Top Cut, so I didn't want to have Gammas in my deck, and I knew I was going first. I was fine with it. So I went back to 40 cards this event. 3 Gillosaurus, 2 Marauding Captains, and 3 Junk Forts. Level 3 Monster Extenders, really good. So this is the new one. If you make Invoker before your normal summon, you can play through a lot of hand traps, so it's really important to have. If you have like 2 Gillosaurus, Junk Fort, any level 3 extenders, you draw 3 of them. You can also just play through Ogre. Like you play through like anything except Gamma, even Cherries you can play through. So these are really good. Their extenders help you push through back row, and their extenders help you push through hand traps. That's the biggest reason. Also, the consistency just good. This is also cool versus striker cards, because if they revive a monster, they can't use the striker cards. Or if they have Scapegoat, they can't activate Scapegoat if they revive off this. That was good. 3 Suprex, 3 Twist Cobra. It's really important that if you use 2 of these for like Invoker without normal summoning, that if it gets Ash, you want to have another Gouki to normal summon, so you can still full combo them. And to do that, you like need a normal summon with Gouki. So play 3 Twist. I also played 2 Octo and Headbat. I think this is the worst one. You can't combo with it, so that's fine. I'm considering playing 3 of these because it helps you Gumbler more often in like weirder spots. Also, now with Summon Sorceress, you can still full combo if you draw this. So it may just be good to play 3 of all these ones now. I didn't play Bear Hug or Scorpio just because you didn't need them for your combos because Summon Sorcerer, and they're just bricks, so like, you can't use them. They don't synergize with any of these, except if you had 2 Gillosaurus and Scorpio. So I wasn't going to take that chance. I'd rather just not play it and play more than one summons. And Bear Hug's just terrible. Bear Hug does nothing. And Ebony Standard. And then 3 Ogre because everyone's playing Summon Sorcerer's deck, so this card is squeezing for stat. And 2 Cherries because I had to cut the card. I felt like playing 40. I didn't think there'd be that much Gouki.
Players playing in the Circuit Series. Your round 2 pairings have been posted.
Fusion, Fossil Eggs, Utility, more extenders. Like Gillosaurus. You just want to make Invoker from your normal summon. If you get 3 of them, you can just play through any hand trap. So this is a lot of other cool applications. Getting Ghost River is kind of neat. 2 Call Over the Graves. It's like getting a lot worse now because even going first, if they have like Gamma or Permers, it doesn't do anything. Joel's seen Let's Play, and like the other hand traps you can just play through anyways. So the best hit for this is Ogre and then Cherries, but it's like not super amazing. So I don't know if I'm even going to play it going forward. It's just with Gamma and Permers everywhere, it's just average. We've also Line Source and Extender. Rhoda and Rematch and Soul Charge. 1 rematch. I think most of the time, especially with Summon Source, you just don't need to have a second one unless you're grinding, and even then sometimes you can still just win if you go far enough ahead. So you don't need 2 rematches. I side the second for control matchups, but especially in like combo mirrors, you just don't need it. Because you need as many cards in your hand live as possible. 3 Impermanence. Can't call with the Grave, it's one of the better hand traps. Extra deck, Speed Standard, 2 Goblin. I keep saying this time and time again, it's best, better than 2 Phoenix. Link 3s, I played Summon Sorceress. Pretty much to be in everyone's deck. Get you out of a lot of tough spots when you get hand trapped. To push through a lot of traps, it's really good. It's weak to Ogre, but I mean, like a lot of the time you can't play through Ogre anyways, or make a full board through Ogre. Firewall, Gumblar. I still don't do this turn 1 unless I know they're playing late Drake for Ultra guys. But it's still good. Like if they like double, triple hand trap you, and you can just drop this plus rip 2 cards in hand, it's still just worth it. It was okay. I don't play an out to the Goblin Phoenix, but usually what you can do is you can just rip their hand with this, and just do double damage with this. So even though like you can't kill them, they still can't play because of this, and this still just does 3,400 every turn, so they're gonna die fast. And then Invoker package. So play 2 midfield breakers. This card's been very average for me. I work on it a lot, but I guess they can set for any side deck card.
Very, very popular today, or this weekend.
Yeah,
I like that card.
I like it versus Sky Striker, although I don't like siding going first unless I know their hand traps all like lose to this card. Just because they have cherries, it sucks. They have troll, it sucks. They have gamma, it's average. That's like a decent number of hand traps. Or Bell too, like it doesn't do anything. Or it doesn't do anything Ash. Like there's just a lot that it doesn't hit. So not a giant fan of it. It's major application. It's just stopping Widow Anchors against Strikers. So I think it's fine. These would be reboots of Ultra more popular, but I think these still are okay versus Ultra Guys. So let's play these and they're better versus Striker. Rematch. The control matchups. Triple Twin for any slow deck. This is really good. 3 Sanctum Scythe. I think these like amazing right now in Gouki deck. Gouki's an entirely a tempo deck, so if you get hand trapped a bunch, you're not out of resources. You just all your one turn effects you use, so you're just fine the next turn. So if they like use 3 cards to end your turn, you Sanctum them, they have to pass back. You just kill them because they don't have cards. It's so crazy. These cards are so amazing. That's how this in Restrict Star, because even going second, they just go like use all the traps and then go, so you can go Sanctum Scythe to end and still beat them. Again, Sky Striker first or second. They stop all your stuff. They end with a Shizuka field. They summon this. They can't do anything past. You kill them. Going first, obviously good versus anything. I don't side going second versus Gouki. Going first is Gouki, obviously it's nuts. This is good to draw still because you can summon it off Firewall on your opponent's turn by triggering Wind Krivo in the grave on their turn. Summon this and still fine. Of course, you need to have better hand for that to happen. And then also, I've twice this tournament is Twin Whale Siphon. Gamma's I think it's the best hand trap right now, going second, like by far. I just didn't want to main deck it. And
Any matchups you want to talk about? Shout outs? Anything you want to change?
So shout outs to my team, Tiny Sports and Metamats. Some mat gear made by them. They were decently in the tournament, went 7-1, lost last round. He got pretty unlucky. Well, game 1, I got Cherry. I got Gamma, then Ash. My hand is already very suboptimal, so I lost game 1. Game 2, I don't know how I won this game. I opened up Ogre, rematch, Midbreaker Field, Sanctum. I had to go set Ogre, set Sanctum. Sanctum him on draw phase. Hope he didn't have Ash Widow Anchor. He didn't, so it was fine. Next turn, summon or after Midbreaker Field, so couldn't anchor me. Summon second Ogre. And I couldn't even go off because he had cherries twice, my Phoenix and his old days. So I kind of like had to make awkward boards. And it was just a very rough game. I somehow won. And then game 3, I got unlucky. I do Ogre's my 6th card, so I playing with like not many live cards in my hand. I played through his board, so I was fine for next turn with a set Sanctum. And he goes draw. I go draw phase. I go Sanctum to the Shizuka field, and he ripped Anchor to stop the Scythe, and then makes Hayate swings. I lose in time anyways. So yeah.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.